why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still ballin' like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood dinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23.
Today, from M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, Justin Tucker. It's a special New Year's Eve edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Here come the Bengals now to take over. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
I know you saw in your email that the ballots will be coming in after this week's games for league MVP. You've got to vote. I've got to vote. We're getting ready to see a closing argument in this one, though. Can he lock it down?
Week 17, the last act. We're not supposed to say who we're voting for, but I can say this. He's in the stadium right now. So there you go. There's my hint.
There's your hint right there. I'm going to wait until after this one is over. He's got to sway me with one more performance.
To throw on second down. Downing. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. 30. 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Number 22.
A great effort there. 76 yards. And the Bengals are going to take a first quarter lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game, almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
23-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Jackson, he's going to keep it himself. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there at a first down again. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window. Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. That'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
4-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny? When we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Now they try the right side here. Space to maneuver at the 40. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play there for Cincinnati. Give him 42 yards on the ground. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it? Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. K.J. Hamler, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and
from the gun on 3rd down. Jackson over the middle, complete. It's Andrews. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore.
At the 42-yard line.
Play action. It's Jackson. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Andrews.
Pass. Complete.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 37-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals 32. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
32-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Over the middle here to Brown. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. After one, a 14-3 ball game.
The score, Bengals 14, Ravens 3.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to second and goal at the Bengals' 3-yard line.
They'll look to run with Connor. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal.
Third and goal.
Third and goal, Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with a touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bengals drive about to get going. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick, because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. If they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. We've seen them break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Taken down back at the 34-yard line.
Off the bootleg. Downing. They'll roll him out right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It'll be a gain of 9, and they're going to have a third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And that will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
He's going to take off with it. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
On first down, Downing. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. K.J. Hamler with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Jackson's pass intended for James Crochet.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Cincinnati set to take over once again. The ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
On 1st and 10, Downing. That's complete to John Ross. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Holding offense.
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Off play action. Downing. Flushed out. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Matt Judon. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
And that's their 1st sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks. Great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Downing. And he will find his man on the outside. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the 1st half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or keeps hitting the cap.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Touchdown.
A 24-yard touchdown. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the 1st half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the 2nd half. Managing
the Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
With 3 scores down, not even a halftime yet, they're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half.
Ravens 10.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Taken in at the 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now Jackson on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Coverage there by Von Bell. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Jackson's going to look to run it. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
3rd down and 9.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
Sacked.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. The Bengals drive about to get going. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 12 more yards there and another first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
He's brought down.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw. Downing. Stepping up. He's going to keep it. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a first down.
8-yard pickup.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop. But when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive?
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He's got a man that's caught left sideline. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens get a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Yeah, this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
From the gun, Downing. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Off the play fake. Downing. Escaping the pressure right. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Bud Dupree in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Downing. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th. The Bengals bring out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
From the 36, Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. It'll be a gain of 6, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Devin Duvernay brings up 3rd down.
Jackson from the shotgun. Open man is Duvernay. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
It's so close. He gets it to the one. Out of bounds right there. A good chunk on the ground on the keeper. 17 yards. First down.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll run here with Connor. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Operating from the gun. Jackson. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets him back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
27-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's 3rd down.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. From the gun. Downing. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Ball carrier.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I put the word big in capital letters here. To throw on 3rd down. Downing. Got a man. It's Ross. Complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Jackson to throw. Incomplete.
Jackson.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
2nd and 10.
Throwing now is Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk. Over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
They're going to run. Here's Connor. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that one.
They're down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Open man is Ross, complete. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. John Ross, 50 yards. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, and looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
The kicker on.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Back to the air, Jackson following the pick 6. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. He'll get this to Connor underneath. 2 yards, good enough for a first. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Wide open receiver, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens cut into that lead.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. KJ Hamler, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
He was covered by Trey Boston.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line.
22, the ball.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts.
28-yard line.
It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
3rd down.
Back to throw. Downing. Flushed out right. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
Cincinnati.
Throwing on 1st down. Downing. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Ravens take over 1st and 10.
One last shot for Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
Today's final score.